Hey everybody, welcome back to Building Up. My name is Tyler, and today I'll be making a bunch of characters from Daredevil Born Again out of Lego. So I mostly enjoyed the show, and I really love the bigger story they're setting up, but the pacing did feel a little clunky at times, which I'll get more into as we go along. And obviously this video is going to have all the spoilers, so if you haven't watched the season yet, maybe click away and come back later, or just keep watching if you don't care. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, first up is Matt Murdock, and to make him I started with the legs and torso from Gordon from the Batman, then the head is from the Age of Ultron Hawkeye, the hair is from Henry from the Friends theme, and I added a white wand from Harry Potter for his cane. Moving over to Matt's alter ego, here we have Daredevil in his iconic red suit, and to make him I used the legs and torso from this Guavian security soldier from The Force Awakens, but replaced the arms with these printed ones from the Polybag Rocket Raccoon. Then the head and horns are from the official Daredevil minifigure from the Daily Bugle set, and ideally those parts would be dark red too, but I think this is still our best option for now. And for accessories, I of course gave him a pair of red 3L bars for his billy clubs. Another option for this custom is using these dual molded legs from Star-Lord to give him some boots, which is technically more accurate, and I think I still prefer the other legs overall because the printing continues nicely from the torso, but let me know which ones you guys like better down in the comments. Moving over to Muse, this is one part of the show that felt rushed, where he should have been set up a little better, and I wish could have been more of a major villain throughout the whole season. That being said, I still really love the comic accurate character design, and I think I was able to capture it in Lego form pretty well. So to make him, I started with the legs from this Imperial TIE Fighter pilot and got the torso from this First Order Heavy Assault Stormtrooper, but replaced the arms with these ones from the CMF Series 14 Monster Scientist. Then the head comes from the Grand Inquisitor from Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I erased the mouth and topped it off with a black knit cap. And I always try my best to avoid breaking the purist method, but sometimes it's just the best option to get a more accurate look, and this is definitely one of those cases because it works so perfectly. And to finish this one off, I added a syringe as an accessory. This next character is another one I think could have been handled better, and that is Heather. And even though I thought her and Matt had plenty of chemistry, their relationship just felt super rushed to me, but let me know if that was something that also didn't work for you, or if it didn't bother you as much. Anyways, to make her, I started with the skirt legs from Queenie Goldstein from the first Harry Potter CMF, then the torso comes from Elaine from the LEGO Ideas Seinfeld set. The head comes from Black Widow, and I added this wavy hair from Hermione Granger. Moving on to Karen, it was awesome to have her back, and I'm so glad she popped up again to help in the finale. But to make her, I started with the legs with skirt printing from Margaret Hamilton from the Women of NASA set, then the torso comes from Kira from Solo, the head is from Hannah Abbott from Harry Potter, and the hair is from Lavender Brown, also from Harry Potter. Next up is Foggy, and it was really good to see him back too, and then it was really not cool of Disney to take him away again like that in the first episode. But to make him, I used the legs and torso from Fred Weasley from the second Harry Potter CMF, then the head comes from Bobby Burke from the Queer Eye Loft set, and I topped it off with some medium nougat swept hair and added a reddish-brown satchel. Moving over to Bullseye, his suit was a mix of black and either purple or blue. It was kind of hard to tell from the lighting, but I decided to go with blue since that sort of became his color scheme as the show went on, which was a really cool effect. So to make him, I started with the legs from Black Widow, then the torso comes from this ACU guard from Jurassic World, and the head is from this Ninja Turtles foot soldier. I got the helmet from Captain America, and again broke the purist method because I went ahead and erased the printing, and that part sort of doubles as an Easter egg because the actor who plays Bullseye was actually a runner-up to play Captain America back in the early days of the MCU, and that would have been really interesting to see, but I think everything worked out the way it was supposed to for both characters. Anyways, for an accessory, I gave him this sniper rifle build, which is just a long Star Wars blaster with a black minifig hand attached, and I think that works pretty well. Next up is Hector Ayala, aka White Tiger, and if you didn't know, the actor playing him unfortunately passed away after battling cancer, making this his last role, and even though he was only in a little bit of the show, he did a great job playing the character and was a huge part of getting Matt back to being Daredevil, plus he had an awesome character design, which is equally important. So to make him, I started with the legs from this Phase 2 Clone Trooper and got the torso from Zebraman from the LEGO Batman movie. Then I added a white folded down hood, and the head comes from the official White Tiger minifig. And I know I could have used that White Tiger torso too, but it has the classic LEGO feminine feature printing, so I decided this one works just a little better in this case. But moving on to Frank Castle / the Punisher, who was one part of the show that totally worked for me, and his first appearance honestly might still be my favorite scene of the whole season. So to make that version of Frank, I started with these dark gray legs from an ACU guard from Jurassic World, then the torso is from Dominic Toretto from the Fast and Furious Speed Champions, but I added these dual molded arms from RM from the BTS Dynamite set. The head is from Zod from the second LEGO Batman movie CMF, and I used the hair from Harry Potter and added a black hatchet as an accessory. Then to make him in his full Punisher suit from the finale, I started with the legs from the CMF Series 16 Spy, and just used the torso from the official Punisher figure from the Daily Bugle set and added light nougat hands. Then the head is from Jace Malcolm from Star Wars, and I got the hair from M'Baku from Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Moving over to Mayor Fisk, it was super interesting to watch as the Kingpin slowly rose back to the surface with all this new power now, and this is a pretty easy custom because the legs and torso are both from Cornelius Fudge from Harry Potter, and the head is from old Han Solo from The Force Awakens. I also wanted to make him in his return to the classic white suit, so to do that I used the same head and got the legs and torso from Bruce Wayne from the LEGO Batman movie. But next up is the other half of the Kingpin power couple, Vanessa, and to make her I started with the dress legs from this innkeeper from the castle theme and got the torso from a Kabuki twin also from the LEGO Batman movie. Then the head is from Professor Vector from Harry Potter, and I added some dark brown hair. But those are all the customs I had for today, and I really don't think we're going to get any official figures from LEGO, even if they do another CMF based on the shows, so these ones will will have to do for now, and I'm actually really happy with all of them. And even though I had a few mixed feelings about this season, that finale was absolutely brutal, and I think we're in for something special with season 2 next year. But like I said, let me know your thoughts on the show so far, because I'm genuinely curious to hear how everyone's feeling. And while you're down there in the comments section, also let me know if you'll be making any of these for yourself, or if you do anything different to make them even better. Alright, and there you have it guys, my custom Daredevil Born Again LEGO minifigures. But that'll do it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Actually, if you're still watching, I have a project over on LEGO Ideas celebrating the upcoming 50th anniversary of Rocky, and it could become an official LEGO set if it can gather enough support. So please use the links in the description below to check out the full video and to show your support over on the LEGO Ideas website, and I'd really appreciate it. But wait, if you're also a nerd and you want to see more, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me on my socials, Instagram and TikTok @BuildingUpBricks, and as always, keep building up.